Welcome to Mad Compilation. The sky is never as peaceful as you think. In the sky, every flight is a confrontation with nature, technology, and human limits. We don't just retell the incident, we recreate the whole heart-wrenching moment. Terrifying moment in San Diego as a fireball streaks across the sky. Capturing the moment, a small plane crashed into a residential area on the morning of May 22nd. The C-17 Globemaster III. Military transport aircraft was one of the few aircraft capable of using full reverse thrust, even while reversing on the ground, without assistance from a tow vehicle. This is the moment the plane struggled to land at the airport for 4 hours. Can you believe this is true? Live near an airport? Don't forget to look up. Because sometimes it's not rain that falls from above. It's a moment that takes your breath away. The Singapore Airlines 747 glides through the sky with majesty, like a magnificent palace among the clouds, reflecting the class and quintessence of the Asian aviation industry. Condor D-1439 engine. Seen from inside the aircraft, quality and safety checks are thoroughly carried out before each departure to ensure the journey is always safe and stable. The heart-stopping moment. A small plane crashed into a parking lot in Plainville, Connecticut, through dense trees. Fortunately, no one was injured, and no serious damage was done. Ray of light tore through the mist, as if demonstrating the pilot's courage and skill in this situation. A plane flying low during an aviation festival in Argentina suddenly hit an antenna and was forced to make an emergency landing. Fortunately, no one was seriously injured. A heart-stopping moment on runway 19L. Strong winds or jet blast from a taking-off plane caused the small plane to flip over while waiting for takeoff. A heart-stopping moment on runway 19L. Strong winds or jet blast from a taking-off plane caused the small plane to flip over while waiting for takeoff. Goodbye, runway. Hello, beach. Maybe the pilot just wanted a change of pace. Experience landing among white sand and ocean waves.
Hey, hey, hey!
This helicopter pilot handled the situation with such skill. It was as if he was controlling the rotor blades with his own intuition. flybay landed in high winds at Schiphol Airport, with the landing gear collapsing as it touched the runway. Despite the tense situation, fortunately no one was injured. The helicopter proactively triggered an artificial avalanche to protect the tourists from immediate danger. This timely and precise action is admirable. It was amazing to see the plane skim the ground at breathtaking speeds, a rare moment that left everyone in awe. Hopefully someone was able to capture this impressive performance, because this is definitely a once-in-a-lifetime experience. On March 26th, an An-12 crashed while landing at Novi Urengoy and skidded off the runway. Fortunately, no one was injured, but the airport was temporarily closed for investigation and processing of the scene. This blue plane is doing an impressive low pass right on the runway. The plane landed in the middle of a busy intersection, as if it had to ask for permission during rush hour. Luckily, no one was injured. Only the drivers probably forgot about the red light because they were so surprised.
7 years. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Swap on a spray radius of the field boundaries, and then it sets up its line automatically.
Yeah.
And then this is on it. It detected a small piece of rebar into the marker because it said it was an obstacle.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
A rare sight in India, giant wind turbine teeters in midair, teetering and in danger of collapsing. A weak mast makes the entire structure look very unstable. Oh wow, this speed is amazing. What caused the plane to crash onto a Florida highway and burst into flames? The snowstorm turned the Chicago airport into a giant slide. The plane slid across the runway as if performing a top-notch drift in the vast white snow. After the crash, the plane was towed away by a large truck that suddenly got stuck under a pedestrian bridge. The collision sent debris flying across the road, creating a dramatic and chaotic scene. As soon as passengers opened the plane window to enjoy the view, they suddenly saw a car on fire on the runway. The scene was like watching a real-life version of Fast and Furious, surprising everyone. What seemed like a peaceful flight to the Paradise Island of Egypt turned into a tense landing, and the helicopter collided with a tree upon landing. Luckily, no one was injured. This seaplane is gliding over the water like a proud bird preparing to take off from the vast ocean. In a tense moment, the FedEx crew handled the situation brilliantly. Despite the landing gear failure, the plane landed safely and no one was injured. A plane caught fire on the runway at a Chicago airport. Thick black smoke spread throughout the area. Fortunately, passengers were quickly evacuated and no one was injured. Belanca Viking pilot makes spectacular emergency landing on Minnesota highway, only lightly hitting a car in front of him. Luckily, no one was injured. Excellent handling. Like in the movies, Top Gun: The Blue Angels performed spectacular low-flying maneuvers at the Buffalo Waterfront Air Show.
Everybody else? Yes. Yeah. Everybody else? They're staying there?
I asked if there's anyone needed to call for her.
Who says only cars get towed? Jetliner in Bankstown had to make an emergency call. The plane landed right in the middle of the intersection, as if it wanted to take over the spotlight during rush hour. Luckily, there was no accident. Surely the drivers were stunned, forgetting what a red light was. The passenger plane almost landed safely, but ended up crashing into the lagoon. Fortunately, thanks to the timely support of the U.S. Navy team working nearby, everyone was safe.
On the other side.
I don't think we need to dive. No, not yet. Can we go in there? Can we go check? Thank you. 14 over there. Yes, side. 5 over there.